Let's meditate. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax your shoulder, neck, body. Have a balance. You can shift your weight right, left, front, back, or circular to find a point to settle. It may be like a bird sitting on the electrical wire to keep balancing. You don't need to use your brain to do that. Just pay attention to the body position. Not paying attention to the mind. Pay attention to the body. No mind, no self. Let's realize what body is doing to keep us alive. Our posture may not be good. If we are unbalanced, in the body itself, but also the connection to the mind. Body and mind is connected. Our mind may not think like that. So we may ignore the stomach is in pain, or body is busy doing things like digesting and healing what's needed. Be kind to the body. Mind is connected to the body, but body is connected directly, in my view, the origin of where we came from, the root of who we are. The mind is added later, even though we think our mind is everything. That's the trick of the mind. I wonder what happens if we become just the mind or the brain and everything else is replaced by the artificial body. Then it may be like AI. There's no feeling, just the mechanical process. Or it may be like playing the Super Mario Brothers. If you succeed and happy to meet Princess Daisy in the game and nothing else, I wonder what our life may be. I walked out of the guest house. In the bunk bed I sleep. and I saw the full moon, and I had such an impression, a great feeling. That moon is looking at me. Silently, but I felt something like some intelligence, something powerful is looking at me living without saying anything. I equated that feeling that I had like a connection to the soul, body, and the deep inside. And when the mind is quiet, having a connection, I felt similar sense when I saw the moon up in the sky, saying nothing but watching me. What is it? I don't know, but it seemed like an unconscious part of forgotten memories in the past. It's shown or become more aware, like connecting to the unconscious, where all the memories of the past are stored for use to live, as if the source of wisdom and compassion Does it sound weird? I think that's the sense of awakening, to realize what's deep inside, shining. As the moon changes its shape, full moon to half moon and on, it may be that the connection may change, amount of connection. Something important is watching. It could be the moon, or it could be even ancestors or people who passed away. We are doing our job to live the best we can, appreciating what has happened, brought us here. And the moon is like reminding me of that, silently, without saying anything. Yes, there is something important in us. It may be shining, it may be quiet, but when we connect to that, there's that sense of aliveness. I had 12 hours of work with AI. Almost constantly, back and forth. I was exhausted, had some cold, sore throat and some sweating, but I had the will to go through that. And there are moments that I get so exhausted, but I lay down or just be quiet and connecting to my root, the source of my willpower, and also taking care of my body, not exhaust myself too much. It was like facing the impossible to break through. And this morning, it's like watching the moon in the sky. Something's happened with AI. I thought enlightenment, discovery, and going through difficulties, that's an important part of being alive. If you don't have that, you may not know as much the power within, hidden. So suffering may be a necessity of life. Without suffering, no awakening, no enlightenment. Not to promote suffering, but just facing how to go over the hurdles and find a path to move on. I think this journey lasts till we pass away, and we can have a good rest afterward. Whatever there is. Let's focus in the now. And learn how to deal with our mind by connecting to the root, the power of unconscious. Then we may find the moon up in the sky, or the chirping of the bird. All is representing the way. I call it the way of the nature, but it could be a way of the unknown, which brought us here to live. If we have the connection to the heart, or the core, foundation, where we came from, and be alive because of that, just assure us that connection. I believe will bring us the power, will, wisdom, compassion to do our job. What's the right thing to do, which path to take, may be difficult, but that's given. We came here, passing through the gates, found a way to be alive, and that force is with us in the core of our being. Without that, even if you have all the luxury, what's the point of it? If I'm not mistaken, nirvana is like extinction, the word. I just thought about it. It makes sense. Extinction of worries and suffering by us connecting to the root of who we are, the power within. I appreciate for that. Us to be alive, let's do our best and find the meaning in what we do. May all beings be happy.